It's 5 o'clock, and it's crackerjack.
A meteor storm that the sky above us was dancing with lights. Purple, green, brilliant yellow, yes!
What?
These shoes! They fit perfectly. Yes.
But James, I need you.
So does England.
There are worlds out there where the sky is burning, where the seas sleep and the rivers dream. People made of smoke and cities made of song. Some of there's danger, some of there's injustice, and somewhere else the tea's getting cold. Come on, Ace. We've got work to do.
Yes, indeed. They had work to do, and they went off and did it in many different alternate realities. Do all the Seventh Doctors post-TV stories fit? I mean, no. You got the New Adventures. Now, New Adventures they're officially, canonically, in their own little pocket universe. But that was established, I believe, in the BBC Eighth Doctor Adventures, which is also in its little pocket universe. Then we got Big Finish. Then we got several Big Finish like directions. We got like later on we had Ace going to the first time we had post TV Doctor Who that fit the Cartmelian master plan. That would have been the Big Finish release Gallifrey when you had Juliet Lando playing Romana and Ace as a time agent, right? That's after she's been in the academy. So yeah. So yes, they did indeed have work to do. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. I am live again. I could have done a pre-record, but kind of sick of it, right? Kind of sick of it. I actually wanted to have like a live show, even though this is the worst time slot, like the worst, right? No one's here. I mean, yeah, the four of you here, but thank you for turning up. And people will show up, but this is a low traffic time slot. So I'm gonna when this is finished, you may be watching the replay, which is gonna be at what time is that? Hang on. Let me pull up the thumbnail. Here, thumb. It is cray. It's 7 o'clock UK time, right? It is cray in my household. We are in wedding fever. My son, if you did not know, is engaged, right? You get so that's where his problems get. Oh yeah, 1 second. Here's the replay. Doink. I have to tell you, I think this is the best deployment on Carrie Fisher on a thumbnail of all time, right? That's what I think. The best deployment on Carrie Fisher. You're doing very well, Carrie, may I say so. Although, Facebook today just showed me a memory, right, of, you may look back at the Jodie Whittaker years as being pretty darn awful. Pretty darn horrendous, right? But we had moments of light and greatness as well. Like, look at this thumbnail from the Jodie Whittaker years. Don't you miss this sort of stuff? Oh, I do. Icky thump! Turns out the timeless child is Yaz's mind love child. Stunning and brave. Says, yeah, and a little baby Jodie goes, icky thump! Them were the days. So, now those happy days are over. I resort to cheap smut. So let's just put some cheap smut up. Oh, so much better. I feel so much better with there being some cheap smut. Now, question is, when does Sabbath start? I just saw my my synagogue. It sends out the times. Anyway, so yeah, we are in insanity mode here. Because look, the way you get married in like the religious Jewish world is strange, right? It's strange. And also, you have to have two families come together, which is freaking impossible nightmare. Oh my God. It's so like my wife's been running around looking at halls because they want to get everything. They want to get married at the end of October, right? So there's just all this pot. So there's three things you got to do, apparently, right? There's three things you got to, what I say pay for. Right, it's the wedding, right? And so basically how you work that out is whoever you invite, you pay for that. It's per plate, right? And it's like $100 a plate, right? So whoever you invite, you pay. Whoever the other side invites, they pay for, right? And then anything you kind of split 50-50, right? But so that's the first thing. The second thing is the engagement party, or the henna. Can you say henna? Yes, a very Jewish word. Henna, right? Actually, I don't know if it's it might just be henna, for all I know. So this is see, my son is marrying. I tell you, marrying outside the tribe. Very, very disturbing. She is a French Tunisian girl, right? Lovely girl. I mean, just really, really, really lovely girl. And so they have different customs for us Eastern European Jews, right? So the thing called the henna, right? The henna, which is I think I got to wear these like Moroccan robes, right? It's okay. First, you invite, like, you make dinner for like a bunch of people, right? And it's although it sounds like the food's not going to be that great, but you serve dinner, and then dessert. You invite more people, and you have desserts, and then somebody comes around, and if you're in the henna party, which I guess I am, they put like these henna designs on your hand or something. I don't bloody know. Right, and then oh God, I hate this. Okay, this thing at religious Jewish weddings, it just, oh man, it winds me up. Oh, I've always hated it. The father of the bride or someone, or the groom, goes around with bottles of whiskey saying, "Would you like some whiskey?" I'm not a big whiskey drinker. I don't really give a shit, quite frankly. But it's just the thing you got to. Oh, God, I mean, like, if I could go around with hits of black acid, then we could be talking, right? That would be, hey kid. Stick out your tongue. Yeah, you're in for a special surprise. That I would do, right? That I would do. So my son, though, bless him, it's his. Do you remember that scene in Jaws, right, where the kid gets eaten on the beach, and like Roy Schneider's like, yeah, the background. 1 second. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube. Roy Schneider Jaws reaction. Let's see if I can find it. No, that's not it. No, not that one. Boy eaten. Was eaten alive, or only at first. There it is. Hang on. Here, let me go to YouTube downloader. So this is worth a diversion, right? This is totally worth a diversion. Work with me here. 1 second. Doink. Oh man, I watched Star Trek today. Piece of shit that it was. Oh God, it was truly a piece of shit. Oh, like this feminized Star Trek. It's feminized for like high school girls. It's ridiculous. Well, we'll talk about it on Sunday if you've been bad, right? And I think you're going to be bad. Yes, let's be naughty. All right. Matron. To download. Doink. Yeah, let me just find the shot. Where is it? Is this it now? There you go. This is my son right now, right? Not the one being eaten. This is my son realizing how much things cost. I mean, there, that's where he is, right? That's his existence right now. Can I play that back again? Yeah, 100%. This is his existence. Okay, and like my outlook isn't very helpful. Yeah, that's 100% where he is. So my outlook isn't very helpful because it's not very scientific, and he's like very, very, very into this world, right? Into like the values, like into in a good way, right? Like into like the science, so the science, everything. So he's got all these like charts and numbers and everything. And it's like, oh, it's going to be. So I'm like, and he wants to go with all the numbers with me, and I don't want to. Like, stop. What's the fucking difference? Right? Either we got the money or we don't. Right? Either we'll find it or we won't. Saying it ain't going to help anything. But I've had this attitude all my life. Right? That I think God's real. Right? I do. And now what bolsters me is in this belief is, he's never let me down as yet. Right? I mean, like, we've been in tough situations many, many times before. I mean, genuinely, we have. And like, we've always had what we needed when we needed it, right? And sometimes we've had more money, sometimes we had less, sometimes we had a lot less, sometimes we had to sweat, right? Sometimes we were, we didn't know what was going to happen. It always worked out, right? I don't know. This time might be different. My monitor's on it being the same, right? My monitor's on being. Having said that, my apocalypse countdown pretty much on target. So, as you recall, Carrie, you stay here for this. You're going to want to talk about this. So, as you recall, earlier this week, we were talking about BRICS, the BRICS currency that's coming out, right? Which is going to instantly devalue the dollar by about 50%. I think by about 80%, right? Because there's essentially, it's the reason the dollar is so powerful is because you need to buy dollars to buy oil, right? So BRICS, that's Brazil, Russia, China, Iran, and South Africa. They said, well, screw you, we'll sell it. And a lot of them are, what's the word? Not embargoed. A lot of them are, you're not allowed to buy them, right? Sanctioned, right? A lot of those countries, they're all sanctioned. So now they're saying, essentially, they're going to start a new currency, right? And it's going to be gold backed, which makes it very, very real, right? It's not a cryptocurrency. So that's going to destroy the dollar, especially, right, if the BRICS countries, 41 countries already signed up to join it, especially if the BRICS countries make their oil slightly cheaper. Right? That's all they need to do, because then the dollar becomes worthless, right? So that would, trigger economic collapse around the world, because England's got a dollar-based economy, Israel's got a dollar-based economy. There's a lot of dollar-based economy about, right? So they can't allow that to happen, and so the way to do that is to escalate the Ukraine conflict, which is yesterday. Where is it? Biden ordered up the reserve forces to go into active combat in Ukraine. Wait, let me see if I can find it. I'm trying to find the headline. Trump to host screening of Sound of Freedom on July 19th. I wish I could see that movie. Oh, it makes me so sad, right? We should look at this as well. Yeah, they've given up on that tricky cocaine investigation at the White House. They can't figure it out. Like, they got it all on camera. Right? DeSantis' campaign is in trouble. Oh, here we are. Fine. Share screen. All right. So again, we're right in the middle of this period called the 3 weeks, where crazy stuff can happen. Crazy stuff can happen at any time. But on Tuesday, there was I can't remember what the step up was as this started. Breaking. Biden calls up U.S. reserve units to deploy to active duty in Europe. Operation Atlantic Resolve, which is the operation in Ukraine, which doesn't exist. Like, it's got a name now, right? This doesn't sound good, right? This doesn't sound good at all. This sounds like a little bit escalatory, right? Again, they have to escalate it, because otherwise this BRICS currency is going to just wipe them out. It's going to wipe out America, right? Which will wipe out the Western world. It's a really clever strategy. What else did I just see? Let's think about the cocaine. That's really funny. And I was watching Tim Pool, right? Tim Pool's awful next week, so I'm kind of bummed out about that. But he had on the guy from The Sound of Freedom, which I don't even know if it's out in England, right? Again, I'm gagging to see this movie. I downloaded a bootleg, And it wasn't that, because everybody said how like incredible the opening was, and it was, right? But the bootleg was low quality, right? Low quality. And I'd rather just pay for it. Let me get it on streaming. Let me get it on download. I will pay to what, like I would rather pay to watch this movie, quite frankly. But it's about this guy who went and rescued kids from child trafficking. It's just horrific, right? I mean, God, there's so much in child trafficking. What is up with that? I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't think there are any more pedophiles. I think it's a normal amount. I just think they have access to a lot more sex. So, this makes me, this reminds me very much reminds me of the David Tennant story this week, right? About trans kids. Man, where is that? Hang on, let me have a look. Hang on. But it very much reminds me of it. Where did it go? Look at picture of Shooty wearing weird bollocks. I'm bored with Shooter's weird bollocks, right? I actually am. I'm really done with Shooter's weird bollocks, right? Hang on, let me do a search for David Tennant. Media recluse David Tennant, famous champagne socialist. In the news, it was. Oh, I think it was in Metro, wasn't it? Hang on, let me find Metro, Lincoln Library. I could just go to Metro and look from there. Metro. There you go. We'll look at it from Mary Sue, because you know what? That's always a good place to start. Doink. Where'd it go? Can David Tennant please sue Graham Lennon for his wife? Anti-trans bigot! Graham Lennon has decided the best thing in his career right now is to slander David Tennant. I think David Tennant's on the outs, mate. I listen, everybody loves David Tennant. People don't like pedophiles. Yes, that day, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, he was saying, leave trans kids alone, you absolute freaks. So he's a transgender. Do we have a picture of it? So he's a disgusting, ignorant, and racist, reckless. It absolutely is. So look, I was actually thinking about this today. And this is the insane part of the world we're in right now, right? This is the insanity of the world. Kids come up to you and say, Dad, I say, yeah. Can I cut my penis off and bollocks? I think, no, son. But, I've never used it, and I don't think I ever will. Maybe you want to try using it first. No, I want it right off. Cut them right off. How about I just go on, like, anti-rapist pills, right? Why don't they just sterilize me in case, my cock and balls, like, start to, become useful? No, son, I'm not up for that. Dad, what do you want? What do you want, darling? I want to cut my tits off. I want to cut my tits off and tie a hot dog around my legs. No, you can't cut your tits off. Oh, but I might kill myself. Really? I don't think so. I might. And they said, leave trans kids alone. You absolutely. Really? What if the kid wants to do heroin? So that's the thing, right? That's the thing that they genuinely don't understand, which I got from this this guy who was on Tim Pool, right? The guy from Sound of Freedom. This is 100%. David Tennant's position is 100% out of the playbook of traditional pedophiles, like NAMBLA. He is echoing the talking points of NAMBLA, the North American Man Boy Love Association. This is their political platform, that children should be allowed to choose. Children should be allowed to choose bodily autonomy. Children should be allowed to vote, right? Because what they want, they like raping children. Oh yeah, they like it. Look, but they get much more off on them children being a willing participants, right? And to do that, you have to normalize sex for them. So again, we are well down that path. Don't tell me it's not happening. David, you're a moron, right? You're an absolute moron. And parents have woken up and they're not up for this, mate, right? They are not up for this. And I don't care how bloody popular you are. This is, you're gonna come a cropper on this one, and I think soon, right? I genuinely think quite soon. Right. Let's let's get to the chat, I think. Doink. I mean, yeah. So yeah, it's 7 o'clock tonight UK time. This is now. Yeah, I saw was it Mission Impossible? I did a review of it. I put it out today. For me, definitely it's my least favorite one, but it's still an incredibly strong action movie. The like of which there really isn't much compare. And I think Tom Cruise still really has it, but it feels like he's getting ready to wrap it up as an action hero, right? And I think like there's a big problem that the action heroes we have are like they're all in their 60s and 70s, right? Bruce Willis isn't an action hero anymore. Like we don't have action heroes. That's not good for the world, right? That is not good for the. What do you think, Carrie? No, Ethan. Okay, I'll tell you, she looks damn good in this picture. Oh my god. Where are we up to? Fine, Mr. Jekyll and Hyde is there. You do, Mr. Jekyll and Hyde. Thank you for joining us again. If you're watching me on the replay, I'm not going to call out your name because you're in the future, and I'm not. Mr. Jekyll and Hyde is it? Well, I'm also in the future, but for me, it's Sabbath. Mr. Jekyll and Hyde is it? I mean, maybe I'm not. Maybe I've broken the Einstein-Rostrom bridge. I'm in another dimension. Who knows or dares to dream? The Solar Engineer there. How you doing? It's still a shame we never got to see more Paul McGann. You're absolutely correct. I mean, like he was served very well in Big Finish, but you're absolutely correct. I do agree with you. And again, like I don't think like all these spin-offs, I see them all withering on the vine right now as Disney implodes, right? I don't see them green-lighting anything new. Speaking of which, you know, it's the actors have joined the writers' strike. Gee, that's a good time to find out you're completely useless. And just as AI is coming into its own, you're completely useless. Nobody needs you, right? Actors, writers, you've given us shit for, 8 years? I'm sorry. Nobody needs you anymore, mate, right? You're done. And you really are done. I mean, that's really the sad truth. You are really totally done. Like just genuinely. Like, honestly, do you give it, like, what actor do you really care about? I saw Mission Impossible essentially because the whole rest of the series has been fantastic, right? Because Tom Cruise has works very hard. And in the American versions, him and the director appear beforehand and say, "Look, we worked very hard to get this on the screen. We've been so excited for you to see it. Thank you for coming out." Yes, that is the attitude that we need. He did have on. I think they have it on Twitter. 1 second. Let's have a quick look. Tom Cruise. Pretty sure they have that. Hang on. Tom Cruise is. Again, I just love his hard work. Here's a new one. Right, we'll watch this. So they apparently went to a fan screening, and again, I really want to stress it's the weakest one of the series, right? It really is, but yeah, the work and care and effort and they put into that, I think that makes it a recommend. I mean, especially with the, I mean, it looks incredible. It just the set pieces are fantastic. Haley Atwell is really good in it, right? I was a bit miffed because she essentially comes to replace a character that I really like. But it's she's excellent, right? Again, Tom Cruise is clearly older. Mission Import. Here we go. But yeah, this is the kind of interaction that I love. I mean, like, I would love to see Tom Cruise like manage Henry Cavill, right? That's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see him step down into a more like executive, director leadership role, and then make the new Henry Cavill. He should be an action hero. I mean, like, there should be somebody they can hand over the Mission Impossible series to, right? And the crying shame is there really isn't, right? And it's kind of, well, what happened to Jeremy Renner? I guess he got like eaten up by a fan or a snowblower. Yeah, let's have a look. See what
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a very special screening of Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Okay, let's go. Ready?
Yep. Okay, again, and the love he puts into this. So they're in Washington.
We are in Washington, D.C.
We're in D.C. We just did Toronto. For some reason, this is how they always take me places.
Here we are in Atlanta.
I shot American Made here in Atlanta. Used to race cars here in Atlanta.
Okay, again, this is why I like Tom Cruise. He seems to genuinely care about the business of wherever he's at. And I think he does that because he knows that's better for everyone. If everybody benefits, then everybody bloody benefits, right? It's incredible.
A lot of good times in the city.
Miami.
Miami.
Just 12 and
where I used to live.
a half hours later. Miami.
Please join me in giving a big MIA welcome to some very special guests.
I would lose my shit, okay? I would be like, what the hell?
Look, I just want to thank you all very much for coming. We really do dream about these moments of sharing the film with you, so this is very special. We wanted to take time and just see you all. I mean,
like, he's single-handedly holding up what's left of Hollywood, right? He is single-handedly Hollywood.
Think about you all.
And yeah, even though the movie has its faults, I will support it vehemently because of his hard work.
Making this movie, and it's really beautiful. So thank you all very much. Enjoy the film, and you'll have a great summer.
I love my popcorn. Movie.
And look, he looks old.
Popcorn.
Again, you know, do you remember Russell Davies used to market like that? Right, before he just got obsessed with other people sucking him off. Right, it like relentless. Is this the one? No. Hang on, I'm trying to find the clip they play. Oh, here it is. I think I played this on last stream, but again, it just so deeply impresses me. Right, and you know, this was it your boy Zach's review. He said this sort of thing should become standard. I totally agree with him. Right, you know, we have played this before, but it's like 30 seconds, right? It's really totally worth it. Video file, doink.
Traveled the world as a kid. I wanted to make movies. Cinema has allowed me to be able to experience that.
Coming to a place like
Again,
Rome, a place like Venice.
I wish the movie was as good as these little shots made it look, right? I really do. Again, when the second one comes out, I'll probably watch you when you see it together. It'll probably be much better. So I think one of the main things about the Mission Impossible franchise is not the action, but the very tight plotting, right? Which you didn't really have in this one.
Abu
Dhabi, Norway. It's truly extraordinary.
That's why I started Mission Impossible, to go there and experience it and to bring that into a story.
I mean, again, it's a recommend. It's a recommend. Yeah, it's a recommend for the same reason that I watched the first season of The Witcher, because Henry Cavill was just so freaking awesome, right? Because he was just so good, right? And defended the franchise, defended the fandom. And I couldn't give a shit if he was lying, right? Genuinely, I couldn't give a shit if he was lying. I like that he cared enough to lie, right? Which you don't get enough of nowadays. Fine, back to the chat. Lonnie is here. How you doing, Lonnie? I think I said hello to you, but I'll say hello again. You know me, I'm not proud. Kevin Cecile is here. How you doing, Kevin Cecile? Matteo Conte. Your name, you got to say in some kind of cod Italian accent. Let's go. You are right, Matteo. Absolutely. The OT of Stars is here. No, the OT. Oh, Starties, I was right, is here. I saw the menu last night. Mental. Is that the thing on Apple? Hang on, the menu. Yeah, I haven't seen it. Okay, I see it's on Apple though. Okay, I've been meaning to get a subscription anyway. It's worth getting a subscription to Apple for Silo, which is fantastic. Sounds like a lot of hard work. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's a freaking nightmare. However, I have managed to catch up somewhat on my adaptation, my AI adaptation of Millennial Rights. And that's a good Colin Baker story. I'm a good third the way through the book right now. Right. So I'm able to start sending it out to the subscribers. They got the second chapter today. They're about 45 minutes to an hour long each. I want to pump out at least 2 chapters a month, and get it wrapped up. But the part 7, which is the end of chapter 2, comes out tomorrow. Right. Where are we up to? It's got a great here. What's it? Yeah, it's got a great little video intro. Where is it? Hang on. Did I move over to here yet? Where'd it go? I can't find it at all. Oh, here we are. We're fine. Actually, no, that's chapter 1. Yeah, fine. I'll show you. No, that's not it either. So now I'm just annoyed. Where'd it go? John Farrow, Tom. Oh, here we go. Is that it? I'm not sure that's it. Yeah, 1 second. Let me go over here. Maybe it is. No, it's not. Where did it go? That is the weirdest thing. Like, that is just like, I must have put it somewhere. Hang on. Is it in there? Millennial Rights? No. What do I call the file? Is it Doctor Who Millennial Rights? Oh, no. Oh, here you go. That'll do. Fine. Now I found it. Yeah. Here's the intro to it. I managed to get the Big Finish New Adventures intro with the Colin Baker Redux Terror of the Vervoids updated trailer.
Chapter 2, Number 1, Canada Square. In the early 80s, the area had been the derelict remains of London's once...
Yeah, that just sounds like Colin Baker reading the book to me. Well, thank you, Cole. Thank you, Cole. There we go. Breaking news, the Daily Mail has just leaked the new Snow White, and it looks like another Disney disaster. Man, how much more... What, is she black? 1 second. How much more can they bleed out their ass? Right? It's ridiculous. And I like how they pretend it's for black people. Right? No, it's for you liberal pieces of shit. I'm doing a search. What was it? Showbiz. Gal Gadot looks rocks his leggy look with side boob at Barbie premiere. Okay, well listen, all these things you're saying are good there, but that's not what I'm after. I can't find it. Here. New Snow White. Is it Snow White? Snow White film. Okay, well here. Is this it? Wikipedia. Rachel said Zegler. Oh, that's old news. Yeah. No, that's old news, mate. I'm sorry. That's been going well. Bad news for you in the States. Well, yeah, no, it'll destroy the dollar. It's bad news for the Western world. The dollar goes down, the Western world goes down, right? And BRICS wins. That's it. So I think they're going to look to massively escalate the Ukraine conflict, right? Probably with some kind of with the 7 politically correct companions. It doesn't let me link to it from StreamYard. It's really annoying.
Snow White. Fine, let's go. Okay, we'll try this. Snow White. Is it 7? You write the word 7 here. 1 second. There. Okay, write the word 7 politically correct companions. Okay, fine. Just got to remember all that. Exclusive. I mean, they were threatened to do the set before, right? I think Peter Dinklage was pissed off about it. Snow White. 7 politically correct companions. Look, Peter Dinklage could be an action hero. Fine, found it. There we go. Share screen. Exclusive. Like, why would you want to have this as like? Okay, whatever. Okay. Snow White 7 Political Companions. First picture show live action remake of show Princess walking in diverse band of merry men and women after a while with dwarf actors. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck off. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? That's ridiculous. What the hell? That's so patronizing. That is so patronizing. So you got one dwarf. So dwarves are out of work, essentially. Any more? There's Rachel Ziegler. Hi, I'm Black Snow White. Hi ho, diverse ho. I mean, like, really? It's just it's beyond ridiculous. It just is beyond ridiculous. Yeah, I'm gonna yeah. You got one. Who was that? Prince Charming at the front? Who knows? Looks like a kid. I mean, the one with the like the what was it? The very street hair seems like, what the hell? I'm like Disney. We like burning your money. At some point, there's going to be a revolt on the board. Do they have the? Oh God, it's ridiculous. It's beyond ridiculous. Holy shit! I'm glad I struggled to get to that. Right, I am. That is beyond bloody ridiculous. What the hell? Northern now the black woman and only Peter Dinklage is a real dwarf. If I was Peter Dinklage, I would leave that movie. I'll be like, yeah, no, create a difference. Leave it to me. The White House is now a drug den and topless trans South Lawn. What's next? Exactly. I mean, like, and they gave up on looking for the cocaine. Like, oh, we don't know how it got there. What about Hunter Biden? Right? Do I still have the picture of the video of Hunter Biden clearly off his face? Where is it? Where is it? Gary Busey. Oh, I would like to. Gary Busey has a very good review of an old movie. I can't remember what it is. Harrison Ford begging. No, it's funny all the tenants thing. Geekdom. No, you got the 20th anniversary. Did I get rid of that? No, of all the things to get rid of, I got rid of that. Got Biden farting, Biden being brain dead, Biden being a pedo. We have to 1 second. 1 second. We have to look it up. Hunter Biden Coke videos. Oh, here is this it? Yeah, he actually did. Oh no, it misses out a little bit. It's nearly there. Oh, there's oh, here it is. This is the one. Right. Honestly, and you know, it was great. They had the FBI director Chris Wray was being questioned, right? And they said, so why haven't you arrested Ray Epps? You know, the guy who manufactured the January 6th. Like the guy on, like, why are you going to? Oh, I can't possibly comment. He's like, we all see you're full of shit. Like, literally, we can all see you're full of shit. Right? Like, oh, we don't, like, really, like, do you honestly think you're convincing? The only people you're convincing are my
Democrat friends, right? Who just they live in the same La La Land as David Tennant. I don't know if they live in La La Land, David Tennant, in terms of gender diversity. They I think they just deny it's going on. Right, okay. This is from the night the cocaine was left there, right? Oh yeah, he doesn't look off his face or smack, no. And then he does a bump of cocaine right behind Jill Biden. Yes, right there. He did a bump of cocaine. This is the 4th of July celebration. Are you telling me they couldn't? Really, the greatest investigation agents in the world couldn't work this out? Hong Kong Phooey could work this fucking out, right? Before the first commercial break. Are you fucking kidding me? It's crappy, like, really? Like, the worst cops in the... You would rather be known as the worst cops in the whole world than hold Biden to account. Yeah, that's it. Share screen. See, this is what I like a live stream. I get to ramble a bit. Oh, I've missed this. MTD, was it? I can't remember the name. They'll say it somewhere here. Slightly White giving up on cocaine investigation. Saint Green, Taylor Green. Said Secret Service decision not to perform a drugs test on the 500 suspects was a failure because they'll all come out positive. Every single one will come out positive. Yeah, can't work it out. We can't work it out. Yeah, a total failure, she calls it, and she's absolutely correct. Marjorie Taylor Greene, right? She's fantastic, right? And you know how you know she's fantastic? Because the left wing hates her because she actually is a strong woman. Oh, can't stand that at all, can they? They're all such intense hypocrites. And again, David Tennant really echoing paedophile talking points. Kids should be allowed to choose. No, you can't cut your tits off, darling. No, you can't. You've got to wait till you're 18. And even then, I don't know. So much diversity. The dwarves in Snow White aren't even dwarves. Sounds more like sounds about right. Yeah, exactly. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely insanely ridiculous. 8-bit Snake Boy is there. How you doing, 8-bit Snake Boy? Mission Impossible 2 was easily worse than the... I disagree. I think it was definitely different. I find that I would find that more rewatchable than 7 because again, I found 7 only had half the movie. Right? I would rewatch the incredible cinematic stunt scenes, which there's a lot of in 7. But I expect to get the tight plotting back in 8, and it had the tight plotting in 2, right? I think, but 2 is definitely the weakest after this. I think then Ghost Nation, and then Ghost Protocol, then Rogue Nation, then 3. No, then 1, then 3. Oh, okay, man. Now, okay, one second. We got to write this out. New. There we go. Share screen. You see, you vex me. He tasks me. Fine. So, MI7 Dead Reckoning 1. There's a lot good about. Look, I want to maintain. This movie is still a recommend, right? You want to go... I mean, listen, if I lived in America, I would say go and see Sound of Freedom, right? So then we do MI2. MI2. Just MI2. Maybe Mission Impossible 1 after that? No, I'm going to put Ghost Protocol. MI... The one that goes, I think that was 4, wasn't it? Let's say 4. Ghost Protocol. Then MI1. MI1. And then
4. I like Rogue Nation a lot. Fallout's the best, right? Oh, MI3. Yeah, I like Mission Impossible 3. Not many people do, but I think that was an excellent one. So then, do I like? Yeah, that's the right order. This is a reversal. So then, 5, Rogue Nation, and then I 6, Fallout, which I thought that's my favorite by far. Fine, let's do this the right way around. Bum. There you go. And then we'll double check the list, right? We'll double check it and see if we're right. I recommend look, movies that you think that more mediocre from that era, go back and watch them. They're a lot better. Like now we've had shit movies for years and years and years, right? It's they all look a lot better. And look, the villain there's a lot that's very good. I think mainly Haley Atwell. She's freaking awesome in it, right? The villain is good. The villain, but not the henchman villain. I think the human manifestation of the villain. And the villain essentially is a rogue AI. And I do get the feeling that they're looking to wrap up the series, right? I think the next one they should have like Tom Cruise as like the guy like M. Right, I think that's where they should go with it. It's easily the worst of the Mission Impossibles. Just saying, fortunately, they learned from mistakes and they've been riveting on. I agree with it. Listen, they stepped it up each one, and they truly tried hard with number 2. Right, there's a lot that's great about number 2, right? But I like the whole rabbit foot of number 3. That was really great. Oh, and Philip Seymour Hoffman as a villain, really fantastic. I think that was one of the weaknesses of this movie. It didn't have a great villain. What's the name? Guardians of the Galaxy as the villain's henchman was very good as it happened. So I think she'll be back in the next one. I mentioned let's get the dumb political opinions to themselves. I agree with you, right? I agree. It started in the 70s, but it wasn't that. Look, their political opinions wasn't that you should allow your kid to castrate himself or you're a bastard. Right, that was never a legitimate political opinion. One second, let me check. Don't Sabbath coming in. It is Sabbath starts. Yeah, I'll show. I'll show you the magic Dewey chart. Okay, so candle lighting over here, right? This thing, candle lighting. Is when you light the Sabbath candles from, right? So that's at 7:25. This time changes every week, and it's 18 minutes after that the Sabbath starts. So it's 7:37, 7:38, right? That the Sabbath has begun, which means you can't use any electronic stuff or anything more. So that'd be 5:38 your time, and it finishes at 8:30, 8:29. Which is 6:30, but it's not really enough time to set up a stream, right? And setting them up on Friday was just being a stress fest. So I stopped, and also I needed to stop streaming every day, right? I got sick, right? So I really needed to put it back a bit. I think with the Snow White movie, there was a major missed opportunity to make the movie make a movie Walt Disney making the original. Well, yes, well they did that with Mary Poppins, right? Not really true. Yes, Season 20 inspired me to watch Arc of Infinity last night. Because I bought my Season 20. That's been bought along with Babylon 5, The Road Home, right? Godwisen is here. How you doing, sir? Are you also in Rumble land as well? Nobody's commenting on Rumble. But listen, Rumble, click the follow button, click the Rumble button. All those things are good. And definitely on YouTube. I've lost literally 50 subscribers in the last couple of weeks. It's ridiculous, right? I have been certainly shadow banned. So yeah, if you could subscribe there, that would be fantastic. Not gonna lie, this is gonna hurt, as I remember watching the original movie quite frequently as a kid, but it didn't have that many animated. Oh, I'm sorry about that one. Listen, I think
it won't come out, frankly. Right? I don't think it's going to come out. I think we're about to see a pendulum shift you've never seen before. Hong Kong Phooey, quicker than the human eye. Had that? Yes, exactly. Marjorie Taylor Greene, yeah, MTJ. There we go. And I called out with the tag. Rogue Nation. Oh, did I do it wrong? Did I do Rouge Nation? Rogue. Yeah, okay, I did Rouge Nation. Well, they all look very good, right? They all got nice rosy cheeks, right? Let's have a look at SFX magazine. I can't believe I haven't got to this yet. We'll do a new window. New window. We go to Pocket Mags. And my magazines. Not your magazines, darling. My magazines. Okay, 1 second. Share screen. Doink. There we go. Oh my God, this Snow White looks so shit. It looks really, really achingly shit. There we go. And look, are you excited? I'm not that excited for Good Omens. I'm really not. I didn't really like the first one, frankly. I thought it was overlong. I thought it was too cutesy. I like David Tennant in it, right? And I liked what's his name? The other bloke in it. I can't remember. The not Doctor Who, right? I like both of them. But it felt like they should be a half-hour show, not an hour show, right? I didn't ever get a sense of danger. The whole thing, it just seemed too cutesy to me, right? It just did. I'll check it out, I guess. But like, David Tennant has lost a lot of goodwill, right? Why am I still recommending Mission Impossible? Goodwill, right? Why did I watch the first season of The Witcher? Goodwill. Right? David Tennant has lost a lot of goodwill with not just me, right? That's why people come to my channel. I'm reflective of people. Okay. I remember I looked at that magazine before. It didn't really look like it was there to me. Fine. And Ahsoka looks like it's going to be shit. Star Wars is in a freefall, right? Absolutely. This was great. I love Silo. Silo was one of the great successes. Raves, talk to me. Loving Strange New Worlds. Wish each season was twice as long. Asteroid said it. Oh, actually, I think that's available on streaming now. It's beautifully observed. So what's this? Where were the Wonder Woman, Batgirl, multiverse cameos in the flat? Nobody gives a shit about the cameos, you moron. It tanked beyond tanked. Idiot. Cannot believe they cancelled Star Trek Project. Well, yeah, it's the same idiot thinking that got The Flash to be a massive flop. We are living in very worrying times with all things streaming. No, yeah, you've made shit. And you little cunt, have spent your whole career supporting all this woke shit that nobody liked, pretending it was good, convincing yourself it was shit. Right? And Star Trek Prodigy was probably one of the best things they had. And Strange New Worlds this season is garbage. The season 5, it was just garbage. Oh, hated every second of it. Side has been greenlit for another season. Well, it was a big hit. It got a lot of traction. Lush singer Minky and his mum was a regular on Space 1999, and Paul from Ever Decreasing Circles was married to I couldn't give a shit. Man, he has nothing to put there. Haven't finished listening to Black Mirror yet. Beyond the Sea, I didn't like so much. Futurama. I think Beyond the Sea was probably one of the weakest ones. That was the one with Aaron Paul. It was just weird. Side has been fantastic, and all the better because we know the entire story sequence already exists in book form. No, it's good because it's a 3-dimensional story with characters that you care about. Therefore, there's no need for writers to make things up as they go. Looking at you from, I'm only whatever. Finally watched Ennie's Men. Not sure I don't care. Tara Bennett, man, you are so bloody woke, this woman. If you love innovative animation, don't miss Nimona on Netflix. Funny originals, I couldn't care less. Right? Leave me alone. Indiana's Dial of Destiny hit the mark for me. What the fuck? Okay, that's enough to get you marked as a cunt for the rest of your life, right?
A solid farewell to a character. No, it wasn't. It was nothing to do with the character that you clearly didn't love. Gutted by the designs of network. So, okay. Go away. I mean, like, here, look, this is how cucky this guy looks in real life. Oh, Darwin. What we do in the shadows, I like that. I'm glad it's coming back. When's it coming back? July. Oh, it's back yesterday. Okay, I will check it out. Oh, look, it's black people in genre. We've never seen that before. No. That's what we got here. The Flash and his machete directing Batman Brave and the Bold. Really? Do you think, mate? I wouldn't hold your fucking breath. I would not hold your breath on that. Charlie Craftsman scripting DreamWorks animated adaptation of Orion and the Dark. Don't know it. Hugh Grant in the frame for new A24 horror Heretic. Avatar 3 bumped a year to 2025, 4 and 5. But nobody gives a shit. Literally, I'm telling you, no one gives a shit. Honestly, give it up with it. I mean, it made money, I guess, but leave us alone. I watched like the first 45 minutes of it on Disney Plus. Couldn't care less. Kind of looking forward to my membership running out. I don't think my wife will want to renew. Avengers of the Kang Dynasty, who gives a shit? Jack Quaid, Hocus Pocus. Captain America now called Brave New World. Untitled Star Wars movie claiming 22nd of May 2026. Fuck off. It's not happening. You know what I mean? Like this is this is death insanity. This is like what just things that are happening while Disney implodes. And James Cameron's doing a new Avatar. Yeah, look, I mean, look at Superman. He's a cuck. Cuck Superman. Not really interested. It's where is it? It's on Adult Swim and Max. UK, they don't have it on anywhere. I see Kalas. I don't know. It's probably shit. Well, I hope it's not like that. God, no. These are good covers, okay? I'm being dismissive of it for no reason. I feel reasonably bad about that. But look, the quality coming out of IDW is garbage, right? So I don't want to tell you. Let's have a look. So Silo renewed for season 2. It did very well. Chris Noy Carriers and Stocker Channing joined Sonic spin-off Knuckles. Glendy Tofsky's Primal renew. Okay, I have no idea. Linda Hamilton boarding 5th season of Stranger. Where is the Stranger Things? I thought it was coming out this summer. What happened to it? Newly animated Bewitched to focus on Tabitha, teenage daughter. Oh, that's actually quite not a bad idea. Superman and Earth got renewed. They are lucky as hell. Selma Goers joining Jordan Peele for Prime Video's adaptation of graphic novel Coyotes. Don't really know what that is. Yim Siwan, Kan Hanu, Park Soo-hun, and Young Oh joining Squid Game. Oh, that's it's going to change my bloody life. Dolph Lundgren joining Witcher franchise as it is dead. Right? Dead Cells game gets to animate. I don't care. I have no idea what it's talking about. Velma still renewed amazingly. Right? Good news. Daredevil Born Again and Penguin halted because of the writer's strike and probably the actor's strike as well. Mark Miller's doing a crossover of all his books. Reasonably interesting. Right? That'll be reasonably interesting, but I don't know. I kind of fell out of that a while ago. Conan begins a new era in comics at Titan. Well, it certainly looks it's got that nice 1970s feel to it, hasn't it? Whereas Red Sonja needs to be a bit more booby and definitely never written by what was that woman who was writing it? I can't remember. Happy to see Mel back. Not so happy about the little bloke on the scooter. Happy about Babylon 5. Yeah, that's it. I pre-ordered this today. This looks like it's going to be great. And I hope this leads to a lot more, right? I really do. What are we up to? Beetlejuice, Scarlet Scarab. Oh, look, it's Moonlight's a Lady. What a shock. I mean, like, it's like, do you remember the South Park where Cartman has to pretend to be a robot and he's taken to Hollywood? Right? And he comes up with the idea. It's like all these lame ideas, all the Hollywood executives. Like, yeah, it's like, okay, now we'll do Moonlight, but she's a lady. Okay. And they were like, yes. Everybody wants to see that. So, am I interested? I am not. Again, when I say I'm not, I'm going to watch it. It's got John Hamm in it, which is always a good sign. I do like John Hamm in pretty much anything. And look, maybe the second season will be better. You know, it'll be less like cutesier. And again, I just found it so cutesy. Like, what's the name of the leading woman in it? Oh, hang on, what was her name? Jemima Buttercup. It was like some really stupid name. Good Omens characters. What's her name? Do I see it anywhere? Oh yeah, Anathema Device. Right? I mean, it's just too cutesy for me, right? Anathema Device, right? Oh look, a Haunted Mansion. We're black people. Wow, that's it, Disney. You go for it, right? You show your true reasons to black people. This looks shit beyond shit. Not because the turtles, right? But April O'Neil, like, what the fuck is this? Okay, so she's black, but why does she like a fat, ugly girl? What, like, honestly, I'd rather make out with them. Like, why? What's this? This looks like it's going to be shit too. So the story is, we'll look at after this, that Jon Favreau is out at Disney, is out at Star Wars, and you do get that feeling. I wasn't enamored with her appearance in Mandalorian. I'll check it out. It seems like it's going to be very gratingly feminist. I mean, it's got Ray Stevens in it. I think it's one of his last roles, and he's fantastic. When is it coming out? August 23rd. I will certainly check it out. And oh yeah, I can't believe this is coming back. Futurama. Is it out already? July 24th on Disney Plus. Pure evil. Say I'm your number one. Oh, yeah. This season has been dire. Like today's episode. It was a girly teen drama mixed with like French farce. Spock's so Spock and Nurse Chapel, you have a few good characters. You have Nurse Chapel, you have M'Benga, you have Uhura, you have Pike, and that's it, right? The rest of shit. Number one is just boring now. The lieutenant lesbian Latinx just gets on my tits all the time, and the Christina Chong security officer just irritates me all the time. Like, get rid of those two, replace them with blokes, right? And it's always a bunch of girls sitting around laughing. And like, for fuck's sake, will you stop with this? And then I can't stand this like autistic Spock they're doing. Spock is supposed to be cool. So in this, so there's all this weird sexual tension with Nurse Chapel and Spock, and they end up having to go on a shuttle together. But before they're hanging out around Vulcan, and they're going to have some kind of Vulcan marriage dinner with T'Pring's mother, who's a real cunt, right? And it's just like everybody hates her. It's just the weirdest thing. But anyway. And you just got all these cuck men and domineering women. Oh, it's awful, right? So Spock, they again, it looks beautiful. They go and check out this spatial portal. One thing I really like about it, though, is that Pike ordered the Enterprise to just go on half impulse power, so people can just have some time off and relax and check out the view of the sun they were circling, which I thought that was a really cool idea. Right, I really did like that idea a lot. But that was the good ideas were few and far between. Anyway, so they go and check out this like anomaly thingy, and when they find out they get zapped through it, and Spock has his Vulcan DNA drained out, just as he has to go to this important Vulcan dinner. It's just oh God, I hated it. Right? It's just, again, it was teen drama. It was teenage girl drama that I'm not really interested in. Here, is this a whole crew? No, don't like all. I don't like Sheldon Spock. Chapel good, Pike good, Uhura good. Number one, no. Christina Chong, no. Mabenga good. Get rid of her. Get rid of her. Get rid of this weird Kirk. Just get rid of them. Bye. Don't want to say it. And they're doing a Gremlins cartoon. Okay. Can't say I'm really that interested. Well, I do like the design. Man, this is a massive space filler, isn't it? And they don't even know when it's coming out. It's on Max right now. And what's this? Hollywood royalty, Jamie Lee Curtis, and weird pedophile supporter as well, by the looks of it. Breaking new grounds with horror graphic novel. No, this looks like a shit average graphic novel of female revenge entitlement. It doesn't look very good. I'm sorry. All right. I mean, I don't know who the artist is. I'm glad he got the work. But fuck me, it's a vanity brand. The Lost Addams Family. Now, this is fascinating. TV's first family of ghouls, as you never expected to see them before. The 70s variety car crash, unseen for almost 50 years. SFX uncravels the Addams Family Funhouse. So do they have any of the original cast in it? I mean, this is weird. So that looks like Lurch. Is that Uncle Fester? Morticia? Whoever? Wednesday and Pugsley? That making Gomez? It all looks awful. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Butch Patrick was in it. I can't remember this. Everybody liked this at the time. In the Flesh. I don't think I ever saw it. It was by what's his name? What's the name of Miller? Peep Show. Is there any reason they got this here? Are they bringing it back or something? Don't in the Flesh Fantasy Series 3 episode 1 script. Head to GoFundMe. Okay, fine. So he's trying to get together season 3. Misha Collins, I don't know who he is. He's written things, or maybe. Oh no, he's an actor. Don't care. He's on strike. Bit of Adric. There you go. Adric, as I like to call him, John Nathan Turner's masturbatory fantasy. Maybe not fantasy. Yeah. Oh man. I kind of liked Adric, but then I became a fan and realized I'm not supposed to like Adric. Now I'm older. I'm like, did I like Adric? I don't mind Adric. Bit of Adric doesn't bother me. Again, the Adric bondage fantasies from Castrovalva. I kind of get it. Not interested in Prisoners of London. The audiobooks, they're just too long. All right. This is author. Meet the new Persian-inspired fantasy. No, I don't think it will. And and they give 3.5 out of 5 for Flash. They crashed and burned. With lots of cameos and a weirdo pervert as a star. An earlier version of the script was co-written in 2 weeks by Ezra Miller and comics legend Grant Morrison. Alas, our weird timeline there's still Aquaman and Blue Beetle. Oh, yeah, that Blue Beetle's going to be awful. What's going to be worse, Blue Beetle or the Marvels? We could go either way, right? We could really go either way. Transformers, Rise of the Beast. No, thank you. Quantum Leap. Was that renewed for season 2? Probably. Titans, I kind of got bored with in the middle of season 2. Vortex. I don't know what it is. Something on Netflix. I don't know what it is. Black Mirror. Again, I got one more episode to watch, and I thought it was strong. Which is season 3. Look, they say this is not supposed to be very accurate to the book, but people hate it. Should also check out Skull Island. I like a bit of Kong. May, Frontiers, don't know any of these things. Robots, Evil Dead, Haunted Strangler, Sakura, Untold. What? Was it a Stanley documentary? Okay. Yeah, no, thank you. Battlestar Galactica. Oh, they got the original version they're reissuing on 4K. Nimona, not really interested. What's the name? Says it was good, but I don't trust her. Scream 6, don't care. Tentacles, don't care. Renfield, not really. That's the thing. I'm not interested in anything anymore because it's all crap. Oh, there's no more novelizations coming of the new episodes, the new specials. Doom Guy. Okay. Yeah, no. Doctor Strange. Who's writing Doctor Strange now? Jed MacKay. I don't know who any of these people are. But, like, I think Marvel Comics is pretty much over. Star Trek Defiant by Krista Cantwell and Angela Uzaneta. Okay, that Eastern European art is cheap, I guess. Indigo Children, don't know what it is. Planet of the Apes, don't really care. The Ambassadors. I mean, nice. Oh no, from a distance, it looked like it was a nice, like painter style, some Mark Miller thing. So Aliens Dark Descent, I'm actually kind of intrigued about this. I did like the last Aliens game. I don't think it's going to be the same though. Shatterpoint, some kind of desktop gaming. Sharks and Blue Beetle. Man, is that going to say? It's all about open borders, apparently. Open borders are good. Need more open borders. Okay, no. This is the only book that looks interesting, and I'm not buying it either. And there you go. That's your SFX magazine for the month. Is it worth buying? Not really. Lie me. Like, the Good Omen stuff intrigued me, but then David Tennant sort of killed it for me. Right? And look, it's much like everything it's covering. It's bland and disconnected from me. I'm not interested, right? I'm really genuinely, on a genuine level, not interested in most of these things. So, I think this is all just bodes badly for Doctor Who, right? There is no good sign for Doctor Who, although season 20 does sound freaking awesome. 1 second. Where is that? No. Oh, here it goes. Let's go have a look at season 20. Because we do have, it does have like great stories in it. And again, fantastic cover, fantastic packaging. So where do they list the stories? Hello, where are they? Oh, I hate that I got to guess the bloody stories. Leave me alone. 1 second. Doctor Who episode guide. Fifth Doctor. There should have been another way. So you still got season. So you got Arc of Infinity, which I like a lot. I think that's a strong story, right? Like a little bit of Max Action. Snake Dance is fantastic, right? And they gave it new effects, which I'm very, very happy about. That did they give it new effects in the Blu-ray and in the DVD release? Hang on, where is it? Home media on DVD alongside Kinder, part special on Mara Tales. Hang on. Mara Tales. Doctor Who Mara Tales. Mara Tales. DVD extras. Adam. There we go. Full wiki. Let's have a look. Okay. Snake. Where'd he go? Come back. Snake Dance. So, did they have new effects on this one? Production cycle coming to really not much. They had a making of Snake Charmer, right? But they didn't have. Okay, so okay. This one needed new effects, right? This one absolutely needed new effects. I agree with you, right? And I think it really benefited from. I thought it did though. Wait 1 second. Let me get my my trusty reference book out. Where is it? DVD files. Okay. That's gonna be while I whip this out. One of my favorite lines from Blazing Saddles. I saw a great video of people watching Blazing Saddles and really enjoying it. Doing 1 second. So I know Mordred Undead already had new effects, and I think it really helps, frankly. Yeah. Snake Dance, looking it up right now. Seeds of Death Special Edition. Oh, now I'm in the mood to watch that. Like Snake Dance. So it has Snake Charmer, 25-minute makeover, Leads inside the Superstore. Video. No, okay, so it's got now apparently it has new. Anyway, we're just talking about the stories right now. So we got Arc of Infinity, good, strong Gallifrey story, bit of a weird Barusa with a moustache, but I like the aesthetic. And Colin Baker seriously steals the show in it, right? Seriously steals the show. So Snake Darts X, it gets overshadowed by Kinder. I think it's as good. Really good. Mordred Undead, I loved a lot, especially the special edition, which is so much better. Oh my god, it's so much better. It was originally supposed to be in Chester instead of the Brigadier. It messes things up that it's a Brigadier, but I don't really care because it's such a great story. Terminus, you have now does Terminus have new effects? I think it did. Hang on 1 second, because I like the new effects. Terminus, you had Sarah Sutton looking kind of shaggable for the very first time. So in her last in her last time there. 1 second. Terminus, TER. Terror of the Autons would be before the Terminus. We have on this one commentary, Breaking Point, Origin of the Universe, original storyboard, unused model shots, CGI effects, yes. And it really does actually help as well. Yeah, I'm mostly CGI effects help. Enlightenment, again, fantastic. Absolutely love that one. I think they're going to have the special edition, which I think the special edition one is actually pretty darn good. And King's Demons, that's getting a bit of love. And of course, the Five Doctors, right? So, Five Doctors, one of my all-time favorites. So, look, just on the strength of the stories alone, this is just an excellent step. The stuff they're packing in there. Five Doctors 40th Anniversary Edition, new version of the 90-minute special with updated effects, Dolby Atmos and surround sound, with new commentary by Peter Davis and Janet Fielding, Mark Strix. Having a new commentary is good. Here, 1 second. Well, let me just grab that bit from the trailer. 1 second. Just what's this? Is this the right one? Season 20. No, that's me. Okay, that's my cat doing. That was me going over it yesterday. Tegan, surprise, we were. Surprise! Yeah, let's go past like the relatively irritating. Okay, this was good though. So I hope they must have had this effect on hand.
Assume you.
Hang on, who's right? Again, these documentaries sound really fun. Let's go Dutch. Where's the Making King's Demons here? Never bother with that. Behind the sofa. Oh, here we go. Five Doctors.
The end of the garden, darling, wouldn't it?
Yes.
I think this is wonderful.
Quite right. You tell them.
Danger! Doctor! Danger!
The Five Doctors 40th Anniversary Edition.
Okay, so here's a new time scoop. It's the best one yet. Okay, the very first edition, you had like a triangle with the top cut off. I like 2-dimensional. I still think that was the best one. Do a 3D version of that spinning through space. But this
50th anniversary edition.
Goodness me, so there are 5 of me now.
I think our past is catching up on us.
The death zone.
We're on Gallifrey.
Oh.
I do. Oh, look at that! I do like the new Rasen Warrior robot.
I think our past is catching up on us.
The death zone.
We're on Gallifrey.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh dear. We could be playing the game of Rassilon at this very moment.
I assume we're not expected to win.
Fully restored original 93 version and special. Why was it fully restored? Like, what happened to it?
Updated special effects.
We're not on a yacht, we're on a spaceship.
Oh, that's cool. Again, that's enlightenment. Yes, this is so much better. Oh my god. This is so much better.
The Mara returned. Why now after so long?
The Mara was destroyed.
And meanwhile, the Mara...
All right. Okay. This is where I got a copyright takedown for. What was it? It was for this, I think. Oh man, that was annoying. Now with William Hartnell defaked into the stories. That's gonna be the 2026 edition. Eurocuric. But yeah, look, great package, which people do say to me often. Updated effects on what's he got on 5 Doctors, Snake Dance, and Enlightenment. Now, Enlightenment didn't they? Where? What was they? A B C D E. Enlightenment. They already did a. I think they did a special edition. And Enlightenment. Here it is. Yeah, Enlightenment. So it was a 2-disc thing, right? So you had Winner Take All, a rather long documentary casting off single right female Barbara Clegg, yes. Storyballs for the go coming soon. Okay, yeah. So there already was a 74-minute edition episode with widescreen with updated computer effects and model shots and mute. So I think they're probably making that into a 4-disc edition, a 4-episode edition as well, probably. Right? Behind the Sofa's extra good trailer, fuck off. Who cares? A movie by Pete McTeague. So this In Conversation is always good, even though I find Matthew Sweet, agonizingly insufferable now. Like, relentlessly, agonizingly insufferable. Look Who's Driving looks good. When Janet Met Martin looks very good. Making King's Demons very good. Making the 20th anniversary trailer, I don't really give a shit. Long Leak celebration footage, that's going to be good. Location film rushes, never watch it. Rare convention footage, including Australian interviews with Peter Davis and Janet Fielding, shot in the production of the season. Interesting. I will watch that. Once Upon a Time World, a rare documentary from the US from the 1980s. I will watch that. New 5.1 sound mixers on Snake Dance and the 5 Doctors. I like that a lot. That's going to be very good. Yeah, look, fantastic. It's a fantastic. I'm glad I've ordered it, right? I am very glad I've ordered this. Something I'm not glad of that. So, yeah, that was the good of Doctor Who. Yeah, this just annoyed me no end. Doctor Who Barbie Pink Tardis is a crossover we didn't know we wanted. No, I knew I didn't want it, right? I knew I didn't want it, right? Doctor's getting a Barbiecore trend with a hot pink TARDIS. I can't. Listen, this is just the gayifying of Doctor Who. The relentless gay. This is like, the Happiness Patrol painting the TARDIS pink to tell us we're all happy. We're not. We're not, mate. Oh, I can't. Now, every girl wants to go and see Barbie. Barbie is doing very well. Well, actually, we'll look at this in a second. I am very intrigued with the new DC universe. Where are we up to? This guy basically put me off the Marvel movie all on his own. Let's have a look. Now, let me get this. I want to explain this to you. Simuli, whoever the fuck you are, you're an arsehole. I understand you like to suck dick. I don't care.
I don't care that you're a cocksucker, right? It doesn't bother me in the slightest. You telling me that the world now belongs to the cocksuckers, I'm going to push back on you a little bit. I'm sorry. Like there's a very small, you're talking about a very small demographic. Barbie star Simu Liu film says, puts final nail in the coffin of very heteronormative idea of what gender is. No, it doesn't. I mean, listen, fucking arsehole. Let me explain to you. Again, you and David Tennant, let me explain to you, right? My son comes to me and says, oh, can I cut my dick off? I'm like, no, I want my cock and balls off. I said, no, you can't. It's okay. They'll put a little flap in that somebody can fuck and pretend they're having sex with me, but I'll have no feeling whatsoever. No, you can't do that. Okay. I want you to try it first. Why do I want you to try it? It's the most basic human drive, most basic animal drive to continue the fucking species. I want my children not to be sterile. I want my children to be able to have sex, and not just for the fun of it. But let's not underplay it. That fun is really worth having. It really is. Best if you're married first, I think. You know, again, we were sold a bunch of bullshit having this idea that sex outside of marriage is somehow rewarding. It's not. It's fun. It makes you feel good. But, you know, I would say sex outside a committed relationship, right? I was thinking about this rather than sex outside marriage. But honestly, you know, the only way to get a real true commitment is putting a ring on the fucking finger, right? It's like there is no other commitment, right? And I'm not wagging my finger at anybody whose life, you know, circumstances makes it impossible to do that, right? But that our society tells us that things will be better if having sex be meaningless and transactional. You're wrong, right? You're wrong. Oh, Simu Liu, make me, yeah, God, get my tits. And that's why I was interested in this movie, and you put me off it. Fucking moron. According to the Barbie star Simu Liu, the upcoming Greta Gerwig Helm film is worthy of praise on how it both puts the final nail in the coffin of society's current concept of gender. Why? There's girl dolls and boy girls, right? Although Ken's obviously gay. And addresses the supposed representation imbalances found in kids' toys. No. Kids' toys reflect the kids that play with them. The Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Oh, you mean that first Marvel movie? Actor offered his thoughts in the latest... I mean, like, how many movies do you trash and you still got that smug idiot smile on your face? Like you're not a moron. It's incredible to me, right? It's absolutely incredible. We're screening around Joel Declamere. The start of the end of Declamere opened up. Liv says, "So how was your relationship with Barbie in the past? Did you understand that?" But yeah, you were gay, obviously, like Barbie. Did you understand that Barbie change that understanding of Barbie changed in the course of making this film? It's a fucking doll, you morons. Oh, I played with another toy, or just as understandably admitted he didn't want to play with the product. I played with Barbies, but I, you know, reasonably sexual. Let me tell you, Barbie always ended up with a smile on her face with me. With a product Mike Spirit awarded as well. So they were offered a diatribe of critical theory jargon. Again, boys can play with Barbies, but it's normally a sexual thing. It really is. It was with me anyway. I didn't have a relationship with Barbie in the past. He said, replied the virtue sickling actor. Is that John F. Trent wrote this? No, Spencer Buckley. Okay, very good. I don't know about you, but I grew up in a society where traditional gender norms were pretty heavily enforced and pretty prevalent. No, you're fucking wrong. I don't know where you grew up. Did you grow up in the land of the lying cunts? Boys don't wear pink. Boys don't play with that. Well, generally speaking, boys don't put their finger up their arse. Yeah, boys don't wear little pink dresses, right? Boys don't normally get their dicks cut off. Fucking hell. Again, Dad, can I cut my dick off? No. Dad, can I cut my tits off and sterilize myself? No. Reproduce. Continue the species, morons. But it's all about me. Oh, I'm too important. Look, this very good political handbook says you should give me the choice. Who's that from? Pedophile.com. So Bobby was like, oh, that's not my toy. That's that. You're making it up. You are making it up, you lying piece of shit. You are making it up because you have had no hard shit in your fucking life and you want to pretend that you have. You're making it fucking up. Don't believe you. That never happened. And I'm so glad the movie exists because I think it puts the final nail in the coffin, the very heteronormative idea of what gender is. No, it doesn't. Okay, a movie that's actually making change and making the world better is The Sound of Freedom. Unlike you, right? Although, this is my tip for the biggest movie this summer, right? I think this is going to beat out Mission Impossible because I don't think Mission Impossible was good enough. If Mission Impossible delivered an experience like on par with 3, 4, 5, or 6, it would have been the biggest movie, right? But I don't think its reviews are going to be strong enough. I think girls want to see this and they don't give a damn about the context or the subtext. Over the course of this movie, I've seen been played, been around, worn, played with more pink than I ever thought possible, and it was so great. Yes, you're gay. Most people aren't gay, and it'll be so great to be free and express yourself and all that you can. How are you stopped expressing yourselves? Oh, what? You can't take a piss in somebody's mouth in public. Oh, I feel so repressed. Oh, bigots everywhere. So great things to express yourself in all the ways you feel like you want to, and not feel like because it's like, something is attributed to a certain gender or a certain idea that can't also do that. No one's put these restrictions on anyone. You're making these things up to give yourself something to struggle against. Because you're a loser cunt. Oh, you're a pathetic loser cunt who's destroyed every movie he's touched. Right? And I only say that because I love you so much. And I think that's really struck me in the movie. It's evolved my understanding of what Barbie and what it is. And I hope the audience go away. Following this answer, Decamator indulged in his own interest and angled the conversation towards his rival Power Rangers. What? Quoting a line from Forever. Wow. Why are we ever there? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't care. 5. Yes. Word on the street. Jon Favreau is out at Star Wars. All hope is lost. Now, this was the heavy rumor at the end of Mandalorian. Like, Mandalorian season 3 was Katie Sackhoff, essentially, as a Mandalorian, taking over from the massive cuck, what's his name again? Pedro Pascal, right? And she was very good as a Mandalorian, right? I was quite happy for her to be a man. It's a qualitatively different show from what it was, and I liked what it was, but that was its saving grace. However, at the end, you had like the big Mandalorian with that giant gun get killed by the Praetorian Guard that was in the Rise of Skywalker. Not the Rise of Skywalker, the Last Jedi. Now, I think they were one of the few cool ideas in it, right? But the rumor at the time was this was a coded message to the fan that how Jon Favreau's vision had been killed, right? And now it looks like that's really the way. Rumor: the Mandalorian creator Jon Favreau is the casualty of a Lucasfilm civil war, not really working on Star Wars anymore, right? So you get this from a couple of sources. So on a Midnight's Edge video, like Midnight's Edge, big recommend. Connor's revelation came after answering a super chat from E. Hellstone. Said Dave Filoni is a corporate creator and doesn't have what it takes to save Star Wars. Therefore, his creation, Ahsoka, doesn't have what it takes either. That's the vibe I get from it, right? I doubt Favreau can save Star Wars, right? So then they're like, well, he's not there anymore, pretty much. He's gone. What chance he had is over. And I don't know a lot. I don't know a lot of people have poked fun at the Civil War, but guess what? He was the casualty. Let's be real. That's tragic. That is tragic. Yeah, I mean, was the killing, was the firing of Gina Carano aimed at Jon Favreau? Well, the firing of Colin Baker was aimed at John Nathan Turner,
right? They told John Nathan Turner he had to fire Colin Baker. They thought he would refuse, and they'd be able to get rid of him. He was the last on-staff producer, but he did it, right? And they said, once you do that, we'll let you move on to a different show. And he did it, and then they didn't let him move on. So they thought that would make him resign. No, he liked the money. So all the amount of shows went sideways. Yeah, basically, Boba Fett. Everybody hated Katie Sackles' Mandalorian, right? I quite liked it, but none of these things have any ratings. Like, nobody watches this shit. The short version is Favreau was able to operate when Lucasfilm Kathleen Kennedy was being distracted by Blood and Bone. Then Bob Chapek stopped her, and then she went back to her, and then we got Willow and Indiana Jones and Star Wars, right? Why would you bring her attention to this thing, right? Like, and she just destroyed it. He completely destroyed it. One second. Okay, well, I'm just making sure I'm covering everything. Where are we up to? So he actually so he continued. He actually managed to tie them up with enough to where the fans were kind of coming back on board, and there was some goodwill. It was all destroyed in one fell swoop. Yeah, when I got rid of Gina Carano, right? So I don't know if we still how long our Disney Plus membership lasts for, right? But I don't think I'm renewing, right? I don't think it's worth renewing for, right? And Disney is bleeding subscribers, right? They are literally bleeding subscribers. Doink. Hang on. Over there. I can't do the Barbie TARDIS. I can't. Right? It just it does my head in. Makes me cray. Well, there's something new here. Just can't remember what it was. Oh, let's look at how Mission Impossible is doing. And Sound of Freedom. Sound of Freedom is doing great. Right? I'm really happy with that. So Mission Impossible is I don't know what that means. I'll see full chart display. So so far, Mission Impossible has taken, where is it? 23,000 now. We haven't even reached Saturday yet. So previous got 7 million first when it then 50 million. Okay, so I'm glad it's doing well, right? I'm very glad it's doing well. What's the name got? Indiana Jones got 9 million. Flash got 9 million. 15 million is significant, right? And then the Thursday take 20 brought up to 23. This is going to be $100 million movie, right? This is going to be 100. Here, let's have a look at it. Mission Impossible box. Possible 7 box office. Hang on, box office predictions. Let's see what they're saying. Mission Impossible 7 on track to set franchise box office record. I am glad, despite floundering for other movies. I would be ecstatic if that would happen, right? Dead Reckoning got 7 million on its previews, which is very good. On Tuesday, expected to make between 85 and 95 million in the US by Sunday. So it's up to 23 now. So we haven't hit the Friday set. 23, it'll probably be up to I think 95 by Sunday is high. I don't know. I mean, Indy got up to 60. I think it's possible, right? Supposed to bring in 160 internationally. Listen, I hope it does well. Really, I hope it does well. But the one I'm really rooting for is Sound of Freedom. Right? I really genuinely am. Oh, box office. Theater counts. Mission Impossible on cruise control heading into the weekend, plus expected theater count for Barbie and Oppenheimer. Now, the great thing about Sound of Freedom, though, is that it's increased the number of what's the word? It's increased the number of cinemas it's in. Like normally, okay, so normally you open up in like 1,000 screens, and then by next week you're at 500, and then you're basically done. This opened in 1,000, it got up to 1,500. Now I think it's up to here. Let's have a look. We'll just look at the Sound of Freedom. The Sound of Freedom. And I do recommend that Tim Pool. It was so inspirational. How is that? What? Sound of Freedom, maybe? How is it not? Oh, it was there just now. Wow, I saw it before. Latest news. Wonka trailer. We should watch the Wonka trailer. Theater counts in India dials up another week at the widest release and does badly. Where is it? Movies, maybe? I don't know. But honestly, I really genuinely wish it were. That's up to 23 so far. It is ridiculously knocking out Indiana Jones. Right? It's much more successful. Kathleen can have room to stay on at Lucasfilm because no one wants the job. Well, that's crazy. I mean, no one wants the job. I mean, you got a whole company you need to turn around. Right, there's a lot of firing you need to do. New rumor claims that Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy will stay on her position despite disastrous leadership of the studio. How well? What other way can you use of describing it other than disastrous? Right. But it's like, but again, it's the same thing with Crystal Ray and Matt Gaetz. Reality doesn't matter. Here, let me see if I can find that clip. Right, the reality of it just doesn't matter, and it's insane, but it's true. The reality simply doesn't bloody matter. Weirdly enough, here, let me have a look for that. Matt Gaetz, Christopher. Hang on. Matt Gaetz, Christopher. Oh, nothing's coming. Am I spelling him wrong? Matt Gaetz, Christopher Ray, isn't it? Ray. No results. That's weird. Just do Matt Gaetz then. Is this the one, or is this the short one? Okay, this is a good one. Actually, yeah. This is one anyway. But again, yeah, I'm showing you this because there's no difference in the world of entertainment and the world of like genuine politics with real, with real consequences. Come on, it's doing the security check. Like, why are you giving a security check for like saying I'm probably not allowed to do anyway? Yes, I will verify I'm a human. Only just. Try that again. There you go. Fine. Yeah, this is great.
Father, I will make certain that between the man sitting next to me and every person he knows and my ability to forever hold a grudge, that you will regret not following my direction.
So this is, if you don't know, Hunter Biden incriminating himself for no apparent reason other than he's a moron, right? So this is a WhatsApp message he sent to somebody in China who he sold influence for, right? And that's how we got to where we are right now. Where is this? Where is it? Fine, let me press play over here.
I am sitting here waiting for the call with my father. Sounds like a shakedown, doesn't it, director?
I'm not going to get into commenting on that.
You seem deeply uncurious about it, don't you? Almost suspiciously uncurious. Are you
almost suspiciously uncurious? Yes.
Protecting the Bidens?
Absolutely not. The FBI
Well, you
does
won't
not
answer the
has
question.
no
Hold on.
interest in
You won't answer the
protecting
question
anyone
about whether or not
politically.
that's a shakedown, and everybody knows why you won't answer it. Because to the millions of people who will see this, they know it is, and your inability to acknowledge that is deeply revealing about you.
Yes, 100%. Right? Yeah, you live in a different freaking universe. Kathleen Kennedy is an absolute failure. Laser Rumor says Lucasfilm Lakers the box office, Devin Indiana Dollar Destiny bombed at the box office and has only grossed 131 million worldwide. So making it 256 is still not at its budget, which apparently them were massively underreporting. Again, as a Bible thumping believing guy, the destruction of Indiana Jones by the Sound of Freedom. To me, again, please listen. Go and watch Temple when they talk to the guy who it was based on. I have never witnessed there's lots of very Jewish words, like to connect to like different aspects of connecting to God, but like he has this real genuine connection to God and real genuine humility, which is beautiful. I was breathtaking. So I actually sent the clip to I sent the podcast to like this rabbi friend of mine. Said, look, this is just beyond insane, and it's victory. I think is just a good sign, right? I think it's just a good sign. Victory is around the corner, baby. The culture war and all these wars are nearly over. Willow, Force Awakens, yeah. And listen, oh look, Grumpy, Luke Skywalker. Everyone's going to want to see that, right? Yeah, massive failure. So that's what. So, and she's not going anywhere. Listen, I'm hoping for the apocalypse, baby. I'm hoping for the apocalypse. Great casting. Barry actor, Attic Aragon to play Metamorpho in Superman Legacy. Yes, I am more excited about this. Like, Michael Imperioli is a schmuck. Mox Serena Kapoor web design ruling saying that he will now forbid bigots and homophobes to watch his work. Yeah, no. Okay, the Supreme Court ruling was that you can't compel somebody to do their artistic endeavors that goes against their religious convictions. Like if somebody came to me and said, we want to make a porn site, I would say, they actually have been offered them. I've always turned it down, right? Or basically on my religious grounds. So the Supreme Court said one is allowed to do that. Michael, mate, right? Like, how is me watching you on Sopranos affecting your personal religious beliefs, right? I don't understand. How am I impact? Like, okay, I understand. If somebody's holding a gun to your head and telling you to do a pro-Trump, campaign rally, yes, you can turn that down, right? You can turn that down, but you don't get to forbid bigots and homophobes from watching your work. And also, your definition is somewhat ridiculous. Acolyte star Jodie Turner-Smith praises how the series is part of a wave of more inclusive and beautifully represented Star Wars shows that nobody watches or likes or cares about. Freaking moron. Other Witcher Season 3 absolutely rejected by fans. Netflix runs ads assuring that Henry Cavill is still Geralt. Yeah, no, you fucked it, mate. You fucked it. Star Wars Ahsoka rumor claims Carrie Fisher's Lair Organa cameo will tie into the Disney trilogy. Well, probably. Right, probably. I had hope that Jon Favreau will outlast Kathleen Kennedy and take over. The Acolyte's Clara Bennett claims Charlie Bennett claims he never believed he could play a Jedi because I wasn't reflected for so many. Okay, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? We've had black and female Jedis always since we've seen Jedis, right? Okay, originally we had Luke Skywalker, Ben Kenobi, and Yoda, right? Yeah, they were all dead, but once you saw them alive, we saw a completely diverse. You're just ignorant and stupid. Oh. Acolyte actress Amanda Steinberg says the world of fantasy hasn't felt like a safe space for people of color. Well, now it feels like a safe space. You've noticed everybody else has left, right? Good. Do you notice how much more roomy that space is now? Oh. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Man clip, Malign Splinter depicts him as an anti-human bigot. Yeah, you got to have an old man bigot in it now. Tom Holland says, I like making movies. I don't like Hollywood. What, you don't like all the pedophile sex? Well, that's weird of you. Sound of Freedom distributor responds to social media reports that AMC is suppressing the movie. So this is a weird story, right? That people are widely reporting that they went to see it and they kept the lights on. They turned them away. They said they didn't show the movie. The AC wasn't working. Multiple reports. So let's see. Now, it just seems weird that AMC would do that. But having said that, the AMC CEO was big in the Obama White House and the CIA. So for me, that means you're probably a pedophile, right? You probably don't want you don't want anybody to have this conversation, right? You don't want to have a conversation about why you want to make sex more attractive to children. You do not want to have that conversation because you like grooming children. And that's look, if you're against this movie getting out, then and there's a lot. Look, don't tell me it didn't happen. Disney sat on it for years because they didn't want anybody to see it because they're probably all pedophiles. Let's put this ridiculous conspiracy theory to bed. Okay, but he said Friday, Saturday, more than 250,000 people watch The Sound of Freedom at AMC in the US. Angel Studios head distribution. No other theater chain in the world has shown more support for The Sound of Freedom. Well, okay, then AMC. Fine. Listen, I'm always glad a conspiracy theory is put down. Adam, I'm the co-founder of Angel Studios, and I want to personally thank you for the amazing partner you have been. Oh, and people being fucking nice to each other. It's so great. More of that, please. Amazing part you've been. Many of your managers have reached out to me personally and told me they love what is happening. And again, it's starting a worldwide movement. I can't wait for this movie to come out in England and Israel. Right? That's happening. It's working so hard. It's been a great experience to the Sound of Freedom fans. So ACO also said, Aaron's First Street, we're very grateful. Okay, Matt, and he is very grateful. But yeah, we did have a bunch of sketchy things. I guess when you have so many people watching a movie that, mistakes can happen. So fine, let's look at that Superman leg. I really got to get moving, man. Just saw how late it was. Second. What's going on? Bob Iger also staying. Whatever. I like nothing matters. I mean, really, if you could tank your company of $1 billion company, nothing matters. Claims the authority rumors were misdirection. Well, they certainly got a lot of superheroes in this. All right. Here we go again. Superman Legacy. Conflict in the Middle East. Superman wants to stop it one way. Other heroes disagree. Lex Luthor is also trying to negotiate his own way. The authority was a misdirect, clever, but it's actually JSA type team. Oh, is that going to be good? I don't know. Yeah, look, we've seen a lot of casting. And I think that Metamorpho, the guy from Barry, fantastic casting. Like, he's just perfect. And there's been a bunch of other castings announced as well. So, again, I remain excited by the James Gunn verse. So a quick look, see if there's anything new going on in the world of Doctor Who news. And then I think I've got to hit the road, Jack. News. Hit the road, Jack. I love that from the Fisher King. It started off. Judy Gatwa styles new. Yeah. Look, he's got more different clothes on. Don't care. Quickly, the Target books are being these books are being novelized. So it's by Gary Russell's doing the Star Beast, Mark and Morris is doing the Wild Blue Yonder, and James Goss is doing the Giggle. So okay. Anything else new? No, just novelizations. Season 20, I think, is that way. I'm excited about a 40-year-old season more than anything else. I think really says what the state of Doctor Who is. It's not good, baby. It's not good. But man, I'm looking forward to it. As I said, already pre-ordered. Fine. I got to get moving, ladies and gentlemen. The Sabbath is coming. We are so happy. This will be available on a replay at 7 o'clock UK time. Please come back and catch it again. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell everybody. Gareth Morgan, how you doing? I hope you have a great day. Paul Toslan, Kronos Godwise, and a quick look over at Rumble. Charlie Chazzy King, right? Is there, but he's plugging his Rumble video. Good for you, I guess. You give it a good old plug, darling. That's what I say. Please subscribe over there. Definitely subscribe on YouTube. Anyway, Craft Calls. I think I said hello to you, but I'll say hello again. But actually, maybe I didn't. Who knows what day it is today? Ebbit Snick, I definitely said hello to you. Fine, with that, I'm going to say good night, good luck, and may your God walk with you. Shabbat